MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia tonight. Should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Adam Morgan is ready to go as he's on the mound for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
High pop-up. And Santana able to stay with it here for out number 2. At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
And now a pitch on the way. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Jordan Montgomery, a hurler from South Carolina, will be the starting pitcher in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, big lefty Jordan Montgomery. There's lots to like about this guy. The pride and joy of the University of South Carolina. Good sneaky fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Good changeup. His curveball has gotten better as he's gone on. This guy has a chance to be a really good pitcher for a long time. Good, clean, simple mechanics for a big guy. Repeats his delivery quite well. Has a chance to be a really good starting pitcher.
With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He's having a solid year. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 300. That's not outstanding or anything, but he's consistent, and that's what I love watching about this guy. His game is so consistent.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with a single, setting the table for the big boys.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Into the box, Aaron Altair. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the second deck and gone. So a three-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Montgomery, a 25-year-old. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2014 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league player.
Third baseman, Michael Franco.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Michael Franco, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Taken in by Gregorius. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 Philadelphia. Here's big Aaron Judge. First at bat for him here as he enters play 7th in the American League in round triplets.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Settling in now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's just 1 for 6. The 0-1 delivery. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
He's one pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So next to the plate for the Phils, Adam Rosales. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Swinging a soft liner. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And the throw in gets away from him. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Adam Morgan swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn.
And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, Dero, so close to getting the strikeout there. Needed to make one more pitch and didn't throw a good enough breaking ball there with 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's what you pray for from an offensive standpoint. You try and pick up that red spinning dot that constitutes slider coming in there, and then you hope it doesn't fall off the table. He was able to get himself inside that baseball and get a ribby hit.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
There to take it is Gregorius for the first out. Ready for another chance? Milt Williams. He singled his last time out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Liner toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. Now a 5-0 lead.
Check out the lefty as he absolutely jumps on that first pitch and hammers it to right. Got what he was looking for and put a good swing on it.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Cue shot here out towards short. A looping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Hey, Hero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position. Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Santana hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 6 and the Yankees. Here's Didi Gregorius. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. Ground ball left side. There is Franco. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. No balls and 1 strike. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Hernandez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Standing in now, Jordan Montgomery. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Hey, this guy obviously feels he can move traffic right here. He's taking 2 big swings. He's trying to help himself.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Micah Franco gets set to start out the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. And oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate, so maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer, but it's foul, strike one. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike two.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. The 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Franco aboard here at first with nobody out. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Drury fields it cleanly. One there. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. Digging in to try it again. Jorge Alfaro. He reached on a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Hicks is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies go down quietly there, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Ronald Torreyes the next to bat. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going, so what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Herrera on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. He popped out in his first trip. First offering on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. A bouncer to the left side. Played on the backhand. And he is in there.
Hey, listen, D-Roll, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan, in this one. I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
Rosales ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Here's big Aaron Judge. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch right there for strike 1. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Adam Morgan. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed it his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. No hits to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in and looking for more, Nick Williams. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. And he'll just step on first here to take the shooter out. Ready for another shot now, Cesar Hernandez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Hit to short. Gregorius is there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. Into the box now, Aaron Altair. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's in to get things.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And it's fouled away. And another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Right down Main Street, caught him looking. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Brandon Drury will bat next. looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. One and one. Here it is. Now a flare out toward right center. Coming in is Williams, but he won't get there. It falls in. And he'll pull into second with one away.
Now back.
Here's Didi Gregorius. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Pereira's there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
Up next for the Yankees.
Next for New York, Greg Bird. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the first pitch to him. A changeup over the inside corner.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Drury at second with two down. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Strike three called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. The Yanks leave one. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now at the plate, Carlos Santana. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Carlos Santana.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 0-1. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Yanked fouled off to the right. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. At the plate, Michael Franco. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. He's set and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. A ball and a strike. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Otero, 33 years old. He was a 21st round pick back in the draft of 2007.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Ready once again, Adam Rosales. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 8 and the Yankees nothing. Jacoby Ellsbury will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
22, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. No home runs as of yet, and a dozen RBIs. High in the air out to center field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronald Torreyes. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Ready with the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. It takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Torreyes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Franco is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. On to the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Phillies 8 and the Yankees nothing. Jonathan Holder gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. Taken in by Gregorius. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. A little roller toward the hole. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Into center field, line drive base hit. So now with two away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game. Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's given him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Hit out towards second. Torres fields it cleanly. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One left for Philadelphia, as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Pat Neshek comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the seventh. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
So we got him looking there. Aaron Judge becomes the first out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Neshek is pretty much a manager's dream coming out of the bullpen. High strikeouts, doesn't walk a lot of batters, usually a recipe for a lot of success.
Oh, that's one of the keys. I think if you were to build the perfect relief pitcher, you'd want a guy that throws a lot of strikes, that minimizes the base on balls, and nobody does it as good as this guy does right now in the game of baseball.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Williams is under it. And that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready once again, Aaron Altair. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Hit down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Here's a swing, and a bouncing ball hits a Gregorius at short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Here's Carlos Santana now. No hits for him yet in the game, despite his team's offensive onslaught. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone up into the second deck. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Third baseman,
Into the box, Michael Franco. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one for the shortstop, Gregorius. And that's the second out.
now batting, shortstop, Adam Rosales.
Digging in and looking for more, Adam Rosales. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Line down the left field line, but this will be foul. That's down into left center for a base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you've said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed so he can find a gap or find one down the line. Maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. In there, the base hit.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Jake Marisnick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 6,
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there, base hit. And the throw in gets away from him. But luckily it doesn't get far enough away to allow the runners to advance. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. He was a ground out victim last time up. Looking to minimize the damage here. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
Turned on down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. A pause and the 0-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Phillies get 1 in the frame courtesy of this solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It is now 9-0. Edward Ramos has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 61, Edward Ramos.
Ready for another shot now. Didi Gregorius. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Williams is over a few steps as he puts it away for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Greg Bird. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered and it's going to go. That one is gone.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Ronald Torre is the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air out towards shallow right. Williams coasts under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Phillies 9 and the Yankees 1. Tommy Kahnle comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Digging in to try it again, Nick Williams. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Line toward right center, and this is going to be his 4th hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time. Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Aaron Altair, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Oh, and ouch, that one drilled him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first. Back at the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park, as you get a look there at the famous City Hall here in Philadelphia. Digging in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Santana will pull this one in over near the first base dugout for out number 1. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable location, and a hitter of this caliber usually doesn't let that go by.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Altair ranging back. To the track, to the wall. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch. Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
On the first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First offering on its way. And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Taken called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Philadelphia Phillies hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Francisco Rodriguez wins in relief for the